Welcome to Star Wars Conversations, the show where two scruffy-looking nerf heads like to get together and talk about all things Star Wars. My name's Jay.
And I'm Darth Vader.
Welcome to the show. How you doing, Darth?
I'm good, young Jedi.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Don't make me destroy you. oh, it's not really Darth Vader. It's me.
It's Colin.
Hello, how are you, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. Very good. I'm Darth Vader.
Yes. With the red eyes and the red mouth.
Poor Vader. I knew him well. So, how you doing? We are on what? This is about our 13th, 14th week of recording.
13. Yep.
Wow.
Episode 13.
We've been doing this a long time.
This long.
It's unlucky for some, may say.
This might be the last one.
Look, I've even got a T-shirt that's got a different name on it. So much has happened in 13 weeks.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Well, you know, we're still finding our feet, I guess. So I had a few changes. I think this is better. I think Star Wars Conversation works better.
Yeah, we haven't really had any feedback saying it's not any good. So I'm taking that as a positive.
Saying it is good.
No,
but hey,
yeah,
good news, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, since we're probably the only people listening, doesn't really matter, does it? We like it.
I like it. Yeah.
Oh, Dan and Donnie, they like it probably.
Yeah. We've got 2 other people who listen. Yep.
We can shout you all out. There's so many of you.
Yeah, right. Shout out to all of our listeners.
Right, okay, Jay, should we get cracking with some news?
We can. In the first bit of news, you can see I have no collectibles behind me. I'm in
it's a very sad state.
Today. But
what are you going to do all this time? You know, you're sat there bored, nothing to look at.
I know, it's a bit of a blank canvas right now, but it's going to stay that way for a few weeks. At least you get to just focus on me. That's the most important part.
Or you could just buy some posters and put them up.
I could do that. Maybe I will. I'll see if
I think you should invest in all that YouTube money we're getting.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
It's going to stay looking like this then.
Oh. Right, come on, let's crack on with this news, bad boy. Right, first up, number 1, since we're being so organised today, is John Williams was awarded his 23rd Grammy for The Force Awakens.
Yeah. So, first, congratulations to
well
John
done,
Williams.
John boy.
I mean, you know, his 23rd. Like every bit of music he does is excellent. Like all the movies he's worked on, they all have great, memorable soundtracks. And this is his 6th Grammy for Star Wars. And this was for the best score soundtrack for visual media. So 6th Grammy for Star Wars, 23rd overall. And his last Grammy he won for Star Wars was way back 36 years ago for The Empire Strikes Back. So that's a good little...
And what an amazing soundtrack that was.
That was an amazing soundtrack.
I think that is the best. Do you think?
It's got some of the most iconic music.
Vader theme.
Was the
Han and Leia's
the
theme.
Imperial March. Yep, Han and Leia's theme. So
Yoda's
so
theme.
Many, Yoda's. And unfortunately, there was no rock hitting his face sound effect.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there's no Jedi rocks.
Oh, but no, I mean, we all like it when Yoda gets hit by rocks.
We do love it.
So he got this Grammy, and at the same time, filmmaker Robert Meyer Burnett tweeted that John Williams is currently scoring The Last Jedi, which we already knew that he'd already started scoring it. But this is a little bit different because he's doing it very early on in the process before the movie comes out. And the reason is that Rian Johnson wants to use the score for editing. So that's why John Williams started early. So what would normally happen you've probably seen when on extras to DVDs where you see John Williams scoring the movie, and normally he'll have a big screen and they'll have the movie playing on it, and then the orchestra will be playing, right? But what normally happens is that the movie maker will use a sort of stand-in score. They'll use stand-in music while they're editing the movie together. Yeah.
Okay.
But in this case, Rian Johnson wants to use the exact music that they're going to be using for each of those scenes for the editing, which it kind of helps to get the film exactly as you want it in a way. Do you know what I mean? Because you're envisioning everything going with that music rather than something similar that's not quite that music, which is what
do you think that's going to affect the score though? Because obviously they are brilliant, and he's got a way of doing it that works. Do you think this will affect him? I mean, I don't know. Does he compose it before as he does it, or I don't know how it works?
Well, yeah, I'm sure that he composes the music. I mean, this is not from any actual knowledge that I have, but I think he sits down with the director.
Our music correspondent, Jay. Over to you.
I don't think it should affect it because he's such a seasoned composer. He's been around for a long time, you know. It's just a little bit different than usual, I guess, but I don't think it's going to affect the movie. I think
all I
should
can
still
say is
sound
well
good.
done, John Boy.
Definitely.
I think every one of his themes from all his different movies, you can always tell it's him.
Yeah.
But they're all brilliant in their own way.
Yeah.
But you can hear things and callbacks in different films. Like I've always I know he didn't compose a bloody Wizard of Oz Over the Rainbow thing, but you can hear things like that in Yoda's theme, and you can hear
the influences and stuff like that. And when you listen to, say, as an example, you take the Superman theme tune or Indiana Jones, and then you take Star Wars, and they do have the elements that are uniquely John Williams, but they are their own. The music is part of the story. It's a character in each of those movies. It plays a huge part. Without that music, the movie would play very different. If you change the music, it does make the scenes different. He really captures that special something with each movie, and obviously all those awards speak for his talent. And there you go. So yeah,
he's brilliant. Oh well done, John Boy. Well done. He definitely gets the Star Wars Conversations Best Composer of the Year award.
Yes, yeah, we should create a little trophy and send it to him. We should do that, man.
We'll should do that.
Make a trophy and we'll send it to him. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, and then we can then we can stalk outside his house and film ourselves trying to give it to him, like that kid who did the violin or what he was doing. What was he doing? Some kind of instrument. Anyway, that is random. Let's not talk about that. Story number 2, Jay, is Doug Chiang, old Doug. He talks U-Wings, Jedha, and Darth Vader's castle. Tell me more, Jay.
So, in an interview with the Ask.com, production designer Doug Chiang talks about the amount of concept art and work that was put into making Rogue One look and feel like the Star Wars original trilogy that we know, because it had to obviously look very similar to A New Hope, because it goes straight into it. And so, discussing the most difficult design he had to come up with, and I'm going to read his quote directly. Doug said, "It would be the U-Wing and K2, the robot played by Alan Tudyk. Our film needs to dovetail seamlessly into episode 4. Is that not how you say his name?
I think that's right.
That's yes, two-dick.
You're a two-dick.
I rule. Here we go. This is gonna be cool.
He said, our film needs to dovetail seamlessly into episode 4, but we also wanted to add a component of new. I think it's very important in a Star Wars film that you add that small percentage that's fresh. Episode 5 had the walkers, episode 6 had the speeder bikes. You need that little bit to keep the audience engaged and to build the world more thoroughly because it's an expansive universe. He continued to say that during the development of the U-Wing, they had 781 different designs for this ship. Okay. That is an insane amount.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that, you know, they wanted to get it so right that they would, you know, go through so many designs until they got it exactly as they wanted. Because I liked the U, and I thought it was a nice looking ship, and it worked for what it was being used for.
I gotta say, it's not the most memorable ship though. I mean, I liked it. No,
if you were a kid, you would have liked a toy of that. The wings moved. No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's no more.
It had the wings that move, right? And it had like the section where you could have all the troopers in there. You had the little landing craft bit where it swoops down, they all jump out. I thought it was a pretty cool ship.
Yeah.
No?
It's no snowspeeder, and it's definitely no B-Wing.
It's no B-Wing, but it's a U-Wing. So anyway.
I think U was a bit obvious, I thought.
You thought it was obvious? Well, they actually tried like a V-Wing, a W-Wing.
I would have liked a Q-Wing.
A Q-Wing.
I've
actually seen something. I don't know where I saw it, but it had a whole bunch of different designs, but it's all different letters that they tried. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll send it. Or if I can find it before I edit this, I'll stick it up on screen. So the other thing was, he said for the holy city of Jedha, he said that they used Jerusalem in the Middle East for the inspiration and for the architecture, just like George Lucas did for Tatooine. And in early pre-shoots, Gareth Edwards went to Morocco to take some sort of pictures and stuff like that, and they used that as
a little holiday.
Yeah, a little holiday. But they used that as the underlying foundation for Jedha. So, and you can really see that with all the markets and all that kind of stuff. And then the other thing he said was Vader's castle was meant to symbolise that these types of temples are tuning the Force.
Yeah, it did look a bit like a tuning fork,
right?
Yeah.
So that was part of that design. So yeah.
It also reminded me a bit of like what's his face? What's his face from Inhumans?
Black Bolt, is it?
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt, yeah.
And like Galactus with his helmet.
Galactus.
Yeah. I like Galactus.
But yeah, I mean, I thought that the design for Vader's castle was cool. I mean, obviously there were old designs by Ralph McQuarrie, weren't there, that he had done, and then they've sort of modernised it a bit and given it that look. And I like the idea that because the way he says it is like to symbolise these temples are tuning for, so there's more than one, and they must have that kind of design.
And they're all going to turn up in episode 8.
Maybe. I think we will definitely see Vader's one.
We better do.
I reckon we will. I think that Kylo will go there, and you know. But yeah, so what do you think of all that then? Like, you know, they made a lot of effort, because if they did 781 designs for the U-Wing, you can bet with most things they've like really churned out a whole bunch of designs to get it right, you know. And they did do a good job of making Rogue One have the look and feel of the original trilogy, in my opinion. Like everything had that old, you know, used war battered look, you know, which obviously the prequels all shiny and sleek. Yeah, what do you think of this?
I mean, like I say, I love the look of the film. I love the way it was made, the production. I mean, to be fair, I expect high standards from them lot. They've always put a lot in, and they always do. And I say, when I was at Celebration in July, and Doug and the production team were there, and they obviously did a few presentations all about the designs of the films and how they came up with some of the images that then inspired the story.
Episode 7 or for?
Yeah, that was for episode 7, right. And they were talking about how they they did some of the design concepts, and then that was actually how they influenced the story. So they did it back and forth. It wasn't all about story then design. It was they did some. He did the Ray climbing over the interior of that story. Yeah, and that was that helped come up with that whole bit of the film.
Right. So that wasn't actually in the story before. So
no, it was all organic.
Ray was just because he drew this picture, and they're like,
well,
looks cool.
I mean, they knew there was a female character. I don't think they knew who it was and that kind of thing. So he just drew that.
Did you get that book, The Art of Episode 7? Did you pick that one up?
I didn't. No, I
haven't. I really want to because it looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
And I think there's a Rogue One version as well.
I think someone should send it to us and we'll review it.
Well, if we had viewers/listeners, there might be someone that could do that, but we don't. So very unlikely. Okay,
maybe I'll send it to you for Christmas.
All right, nice one.
When's your birthday? July.
And I'll send it to you as well.
Rubbish. You send me the Rogue One, and I'll send you the Force Awakens one.
Okay. Deal.
Oh, nice. Okay, right, next story. Oh, yeah. Actor Jimmy Vee. He's been cast as R2-D2.
Yes, he has.
What's he been in before, Jay?
Well, he's he'd previously appeared in Doctor Who. He's appeared in Pan, and he's been in the Harry Potter movies, and numerous other things as well.
Was he one of the goblins in Harry Potter?
He was, like a troll. Yeah.
Yeah.
OhSoSmall.com made the announcement, which I believe is his casting agent. And Jimmy Vee says that it's been a pleasure to work alongside Kenny Baker. He taught him all the tricks on how he brought R2 to life, which he will continue to portray in his honour. As I was trying to look up a bit of info on Jimmy Vee, on IMDb it did mention that he played R2-D2 in The Force Awakens, but it was uncredited, so apparently in some part he may have played him there. I didn't really look too much further into that.
Yeah, because I didn't think anyone played him officially in Force Awakens, because I know Kenny Baker didn't. He was too ill, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, R2's a bit of a weird one because I mean nowadays you've seen the excellent robots that they've made. I mean, okay, we go back to The Force Awakens, and when Kathleen Kennedy was talking about it before it came out, and they did BB-8, and when that was developed, she said that she was at one of the celebrations and she saw the robot builders, and there's a couple of British guys that she saw, and they'd done R2s, and she was blown away by how good they were. Went into production staff, said hire those guys, right? Which they did, and they made BB-8, which was remote control, right? I mean, these guys that build these robots, anytime you go to a celebration or even other Comic Cons, you often see like a few like R2 units and that.
Yeah, they're all perfect.
And they do everything. I mean, in a movie, they don't just use one. They'll have like 5 or 6 of them that do different things. Like the fronts of them open up and it spins around like it's when it's been injured.
Some
or
fly.
Smokes and stuff like that. Well, yeah, that'll be the CG ones. But it's a bit weird to me that they need to have an actor doing it nowadays. I understand like in the 70s when they first did Star Wars, but I don't really understand why they need an actor to play R2 anymore.
I don't either. Like, no, not really.
I mean, what is the reason? I can't see it. I mean, look, hey, good on him. He got a job in the Star Wars movie. I wish I could do that, but I don't really see. I mean, he's not going to be remote controlling it. Is he just going to be for still scenes where he sits inside and moves the head around, which they could just do the remote control?
I don't know, but look, I'm sure it's more of a legacy. Well, maybe I just don't want it to make it look like Kenny Baker didn't do anything. Mind you, to be fair, in the old films, he did do more because there wasn't.
He did.
All the
that's
stuff.
What I'm saying. Like it made sense then, but now, I mean, I've seen some of these robots in real life, and they're amazing. They, you see it, and it's like that's R2-D2. It's the real one. So anyway, but Jimmy Vee got a part in the movie. Good on him. And may the force be with him, and he's going to be R2-D2.
Yeah, that's a nice short story there, Jay. Our fourth story is a description of a planet in The Last Jedi.
Okay, so these bits of news could be considered spoilerish.
Are they fake?
Who knows? They're news/rumors. So
rumors.
Well, that's all you can really take them as, because it's someone has said that they've seen stuff on set and that, and how do you prove it until you see the movie? So they're spoilerish. Now, there's two stories back to back that are a bit like that. So you're going to hear some stuff about episode 8, possibly. Okay?
I'm ready.
All right. So, MakingStarWars.net is reporting these, and they've been pretty accurate with their reports. So there's a planet in The Last Jedi described as Mars with snow on it, right? So they're saying that this is apparently, possibly a first order location, that the interiors on this planet look kind of similar to Starkiller Base, so where they've got the, the sort of spaceshipy interiors, but with like rocks and stuff coming out of them. And supposedly the planet looks like Mars, so with red ground, but with a thin layer of snow on it, especially on the banks and the rim and of a hallway-sized trench. So there's a big trench with like snow covering the banks of it. And apparently a snowtrooper general was also spotted on this set. So could this be connected to the salt flats that were recently reported as being used for filming location in Bolivia? Like that could be doubling up as a real life, outdoor location there. Maybe the salt is doubling for snow, or maybe it's actually salt instead of snow that we're seeing there. It's salt planet.
We don't need any more snow planets.
No, but people like them. They're quite popular, so I can understand why they'd put it in there. But maybe a salt planet, that'd be quite interesting if it's all salt and everything on there. I mean, maybe it's a completely different location, the Bolivia one, and this, but this sounds like a new first order base or something.
Interesting.
Maybe not like Starkiller Base, but a planet where they've got stuff on.
Where could it be?
Or I mean, the other thing is, there's so many places they could go with, with Kylo Ren and Snoke training him again. I've always wondered if they're going to go to Moraband, and we haven't seen what Moraband looks like in actual movies or anything.
I hope they go there, Jane. That'd be good.
Has it been in any of the canon books yet?
Not what I've read.
Yeah, so there could be like a part of Moraband. I think it appeared in Rebels, didn't it? So we have seen it, but maybe there's a snowy part or a salty part. It could be there, or it could just be something completely different. So yeah, does this sound like an interesting place? Like a red planet? Because what sounds in, I always wonder why in Star Wars, obviously they always use real Earth locations. So every planet that they go to has like a blue sky, and like, so maybe a red one would be quite cool.
Well, to be fair, in the prequels, quite a few of those planets were a bit wacky, like Felucia and places like that. Yeah,
so this could be quite an interesting one. The salt plains as well will create like a reflective kind of surface.
No, it's interesting. I'm finding it hard to imagine what it's going to look like.
Red, but with some snow on it.
I'm going to keep thinking of rhubarb and custard sweet or something.
Yeah, maybe
strawberry and cream.
A little bit like that. Well, if I think of it like Mars, I mean, there's that movie The Martian, right?
Yeah.
But that's a little bit more like what real Mars is meant to look like, that sort of dusty colour. And then if you think of like the Arnie Total Recall, where it's like proper red, I'm imagining it more like that, but with like
I gotta get to Mars.
Snow. Yeah, get your ass to Mars.
No.
Get to the chopper.
Get your ass to Mars.
Yeah, I'm just imagining it like that, like proper red, and that kind of makes me think of some kind of evil You know, it's going to be the bad guy's layer. You know, a thin layer of snow on that red. It would look quite cool.
I wish Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the new Star Wars film.
I don't. That would be stupid.
I would love him in it.
Who would he play?
He could be Darth Maul's dad. What is that noise?
Huh?
I can hear some weird noise, man.
Maybe it's Arnie shouting to you.
Get to a chopper! Alright, okay. Well, look, I think that sounds interesting. Yeah.
Cool. So there you go. That's a new planet that they've talked about.
Ooh. Right, next story. Oh, this is exciting. The First Order Super Star Destroyer and Finn's outfit.
Yep. So this is also coming from MakingStarWars.net, and of course this is also a spoiler story. There is a picture on their site of Finn. When we get to that, I'll put the picture up. But first is the Super Star Destroyer. So it's the Super Star Destroyer for the First Order. So apparently, unlike the Empire versions of the Super Star Destroyer, so Vader's ship, the Executor.
That's the coolest ship.
Right. So it's huge, right? And the way that those are designed is kind of like a modern warship in a sense. It's got bits coming off it, like city built on it, as it was.
Yeah.
So the First Order version isn't going to be like that. It's going to also be a big triangle, and it's going to be huge, but it's going to be like just a sleek black wedge. So it's going to have no bits coming from just a proper triangle.
So maybe like a cross between like the Naboo thing, chrome, but black.
Yes, black, yeah, but just a big giant triangle, and all dark. So
be interesting to see how that looks.
Apparently, it's going to be really menacing looking. Which, I mean,
will it look like a big black dildo?
For comedy value, I hope so, but for Star Wars value, I hope not.
I guess it look like that.
A big dildo out there.
Yeah. Well, you could probably put this somewhere.
Yeah.
Would it look like this?
Well, yeah, I guess so. Like just like that, but a big triangle. I imagine like a big doorstop, and like just I'm guessing like a sort of onyx, like shiny black kind of thing. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds cool. I don't know if it's the most exciting design I've heard of.
Yeah, I don't know if it is, but I suppose when you hear it, it's like, that doesn't sound very exciting. But I guess when you see it, like this big giant just triangle, and then you'll see other little ships. Because remember when you saw Vader's Star Destroyer, and first you saw the Star Destroyers, and we've already seen how big they are. And then you see this badass, and these things are tiny next to it, right? Bit. So I'm guessing they'll do something similar, like they'll let us see, because we saw Star Destroyers, right? We saw First Order Star Destroyers.
Is it going to be bigger than Vader's Super Star Destroyer?
It doesn't say if it is or isn't. It just says it's going to be absolutely huge. So I'm guessing they probably will, because
look at the size of that thing.
Look at the size of that thing. Yeah. So they'll just make a new giant Star Destroyer, and this is possibly going to be. It mentions that Snoke is supposedly going to travel around in a mobile command base. So whatever that, make of that what you will. But there's going to be a mobile command base as well that he's going to travel around from ship to ship and stuff like that. And so,
okay, interesting.
There's that, yeah. And then the other bit that's mentioned there is Finn. And so I don't know if you saw the news report that Tom Hardy is going to be a stormtrooper in this movie.
Oh, well, I guessed that from something you sent me earlier.
The thing that is showing right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. So, yeah, Tom Hardy's going to be a stormtrooper in this. And apparently there's a scene where Finn goes...
Did he have to get back to Jakku?
He probably will have to go to Jakku.
Jakku?
I don't want to go back to Jakku. So Finn's going to be on a covert mission, and he's going to be dressed as a First Order officer, so in their black officer's uniform. And supposedly, in the scene that's described, the stormtrooper that's played that they believe is the one played by Tom Hardy sees Finn and recognises him from
before, like when they were in training and stuff like that. But he's obviously not aware that Finn has defected aside. So he walks past Finn, and you will love this bit. He walks past Finn and slaps him on the arse by way of congratulating him on promotion. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah.
This might be one of those moments that, when we mention being shoved between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back.
Don't ever mention that again, Jay. It freaks me out. You know that. Yeah, I quite like the sound of butt slapping in Star Wars. I think that's good. I think there should be more of that. Yeah.
Okay.
I like I like to see Phasma get a couple of 2-pats when she walks past.
Yeah, I think that would be quite good. That should happen for sure.
Yeah, and I keep thinking of Bender from God, what's it called? Futurama. My shiny butt, or whatever it is. What did he say? Something about my shiny metal butt or something. Anyway.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
So anyway, to go with that, so there's a little drawing that someone on MakingStarWars.net has done of what Finn's going to look like.
What a beautiful drawing that is. I hope you're going to put that up.
Great nose. I'm going to put it up here.
He looks like Zoidberg.
He does look like Zoidberg, yeah.
It's a lovely picture, apart from... I just can't get past the nose. What is he doing?
It's like he's got a hand for a nose.
I mean, look, art's art, and art's beautiful, and everyone's entitled to their artistic design, but what the... I need that big WTF thing come up again, mate. That was a weird choice.
So there was something else, though. There was a bit of art of the three, Finn, Rey, and Poe Dameron.
The new cool kids.
Yep, because obviously Disney announced the second Force Friday, which is going to be on.
Wasn't there one for Rogue One? I thought there was.
No, it was 2015. I think that these are only going to be tied to the saga movies. Mm-hmm. So this one is going to be on September 1st, and I'm going to put up a picture of the packaging, and you can see Rey. She looks really cool there in the middle, holding Luke's lightsaber.
She looks like Jaina. She looks like Jaina in that picture.
She does.
That's what I want to see.
I think that they're gonna this character is going to be Jaina. This is maybe not Solo.
Don't play with me, Jay.
The character is going to be Jaina. And then obviously you've got.
Do you think she might become Jaina Solo?
I don't think she'll be a Solo. But maybe by marriage. Jaina Solo by marriage. And Rey's not necessarily her real name.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Oh, what a reveal that will be.
Imagine. How happy would you be?
There'll be explosions in the cinema of fun. Because also, like, what can happen is, because I had two thoughts there. One, I like because she is blatantly going to get with Kylo, and so they are going to get married and whatever. But also,
even though he killed Han Solo in front of her,
100%. But it could also be because she hasn't got a family, she decides in honor of Han to take his name.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if she knows her surname. But...
Or even better, she marries Kylo, has lots of nookie, and then finds out she's actually his sister. Just for fun.
As a homage back to George Lucas's early work.
Yeah. Just to keep George happy.
Though, right? And I was reading something yesterday. It was about Mara Jade, and it was just about
the Hand of the Emperor.
Well, yeah, and it was about how obviously you can't bring her into these movies and still have her be the character that she was from the books, because obviously they won't have that history, they won't have her whole story. It would essentially become a different character, maybe
It
with
could
her
have
personality traits, but it wouldn't have the whole relationship with Luke. It wouldn't have the relationship with all the different kids, like Luke's kids, Han and Leia's kids, and all that kind of stuff. So let's say Rey is Jaina Solo, and that they do all of her character traits, but would she really be that character? Because she wouldn't have, you know, Jason as a brother, and she wouldn't have like all the other characters around her that were influencing her life in those stories. So would it not just be another character using her personality?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be right. It'd be like in Dark Knight Rises when Matey Boy ends up being Robin.
When Robin ends up being Robin.
Yeah. When it's just
Robin.
like...
I'm going to use a secret identity. Robin.
Yeah, just call him Dick, you know. So
Robin, and my secret identity is Dick, and I could go out as the Dick.
Yeah, well, I think that would work. I don't see any reason why not. I mean, it's perfectly acceptable to me. But look, I want real Jaina.
Yes.
I know I'm not getting the real Jaina, so that would be a nice homage. And if she starts looking like Jaina and that, maybe it will make my heart forget. In terms of Mara, I think there's still so much not told about Luke and the Emperor that you could get most of her story in if you want to bring her in.
What and
before
like
this next film comes out
to this one,
yeah,
and then you'd use Sebastian Stan to play Luke.
Yeah, I would.
Right?
He looks just like him,
and he would love to play that part.
It freaks me out when I see that picture of him.
Put him in there.
Have you got that picture? Stick that up.
Yeah, I'll put that picture up.
I just want to give you more work to do, Jay.
That's okay. Yeah, so yeah, she does look really... In that picture that you've got there with the three of them, it's her that stands out. Obviously, they didn't give anything away. We don't see her lightsaber. We see Luke's lightsaber, but she looks badass in that picture.
I think he's going to give her that lightsaber because he's going to still have his green one.
But don't you think that her staff, it's got a lightsaber on it? Like, you can see the lightsaber at the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well,
I want her to have a staff lightsaber.
That's when she reveals that she's got a double-ended one.
And that she's gone dark side. All right.
At last we will reveal ourselves. Okay. Very good, Jay. Very good. I like that one. That's a good news story. I'll let you off with that one.
We haven't had any non-news yet.
Well, I don't know. Some of them. Mars with snow on it.
Dude, it's a reveal of a new possible planet in the movie. Possible. It's exciting news.
Right.
Exciting.
Finally, Rian Johnson. He... Johnson. Oh, dear. Rian Johnson shared...
What? What's so funny?
Oh dear. Rian Johnson shared a behind-the-scenes picture.
Yeah.
And now I actually saw this. So this is because this was to announce that he was going to be doing a panel at
That's right.
What's it called?
Celebration
in April.
Yeah. So that is really all news. Is he tweeted out a picture with the information saying, "We're coming to Orlando for Star Wars Celebration panel on April 14th. Cannot wait. See you there." And then the pictures of a bunch of stormtroopers, and one of them has his helmet lifted slightly, which some people are claiming is Tom Hardy. But StarWarsNewsNet.com, which is where I've taken this story from, and actually a lot of these stories are from there. They're a great site, so go check them out and see the full articles. They have actually done a close-up on that stormtrooper, and it's not Tom Hardy. It doesn't look like him. It looks like just some guy. I mean, the thing is, it would make sense for it to be Tom Hardy being the only guy lifting his helmet, but it doesn't look like it's him. But he also confirmed that they have tweaked the Stormtrooper armor a little bit, like they've changed it slightly, which often happens anyway. In all three of the original ones, they changed it a little bit.
When I was on the train, I couldn't open it because I didn't have any internet, but I saw that there was a YouTube video with saying that Anakin's definitely going to be in the film. Did you see that?
One that I posted? Was that?
I think so. I just saw the story. I didn't be able to watch it.
Yeah, he was just saying that there was some stories where the British crew from that were working on Star Wars had gone to California to meet up with Hayden Christensen to do some training for Anakin. And everyone's like, well, he's going to appear as a Force ghost, if anything, so what are you going to train him with? And there was some other footage, which is going back a while, where there was an interview with him saying that if he got the call, he would play the part in a heartbeat. He'd love to go back to playing it. And the thing is, he did what he was given. He was told by George Lucas to do this and do that, and he did it. And if they didn't like how he acted, they would have removed it. So as much as people gave him a lot of shit for it and moaned about it, the truth is, like, if you watch him in some other movies, he can be quite a good actor. And,
I thought it was fine. Yeah.
George Lucas, people have said over the years, is not an actor's director. He just says, here you go, do that. And as far as he's concerned, especially with those prequels, as we mentioned last week, it was for him, it was more important to do the special effects and all that kind of stuff than actually make the actors do a great job of the acting. And with the prequels, there were a lot of yes men around him. It wasn't like in the original trilogy where people sort of went, you can't do that, George. In these, it was like, oh, great idea, cool, go with it. So I'd be happy for Hayden Christensen to come back. Then it goes to the artwork from the Episode 7 concept arts, where you had the Force Ghost of Anakin, that they already had plans to have Anakin in Episode 7, so it kind of makes sense that maybe he would appear in 8, maybe because they've talked about Yoda and Obi-Wan possibly appearing as Force Ghosts, that Luke would also see Anakin, because obviously now in canon, it's the Hayden Christensen ghost at the end of Jedi.
Right.
Wrap it up already. We're not getting any younger. Oh, you special edition mother. Up yours.
So it's very possible that you'll get him appear. And I really liked the idea of the Force Ghost that could switch between Vader and Anakin.
Yeah.
But the truth is that Vader died when he became Anakin again. So it's probably not.
But then
very
maybe
likely,
maybe it'd be like those cartoons when you've got a little Vader on Kylo's shoulder and then a little Anakin on his shoulder.
Well, actually,
so, no, don't do that.
Kylo does sit there, asking Vader to
talk to him, right? And if Kylo goes to Vader's temple, maybe there is like a dark side element of his spirit there.
And we also get to see Padme's ghost.
There's no way that Natalie Portman would ever agree to come back.
Why?
I think she hated it.
Why?
I don't think she'd come back. No way.
All right, okay.
If they gave her a huge amount of money, she might come back. But I very much doubt it otherwise.
All right. Okay. All right. Look,
right. So that's
great news.
Right? News section
well done. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
What a wonderful news segment that was, Jay. Well done. Pat on the back for you. I would like to do some comments.
Some comments?
Comments, questions.
Early stage?
And I feel like doing them now.
Wow. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. I've got some more that have come up since we've been talking.
Ah, okay.
Surprise ones.
Yeah, but I'll do the ones that you've got first. Right. So, we'll do a bit of a quick fire here, Ray. Ray. All right, Ray. All right, geezer. So, first one. This is from our best chum on the Star Wars Conversations Facebook page.
Who is it? Let me guess. Daniel Hackett.
It is Daniel Hackett.
I knew it.
He's a lovely man. He is my favourite person on that page. And he's asked us, do you think Chewie's life debt to Han will play out at all in episodes 8 or 9?
I'm not really sure what he means by that. I mean, I think that we'll see how it happens in the young Han Solo movie, like how they come together. But play out, as in,
well, I'm guessing he's thinking,
will he go out all out for revenge to?
Yeah, because I guess because he owed the life debt, he either feels that he failed it, and so, as you said, wants revenge, or like he'd pass it on to somebody and say, "I'm going to do Han's final wish" or something like that. But the problem being,
know what Han's final wish is?
Well, this is the thing, because in this canon, he hasn't got all the kids that he had. He's not really with Leia, and obviously he's not going to be looking after Ben.
I mean, the only thing that he might think Han would want is for him to protect
look after
Leia
Rey.
And
Rey, I was thinking.
Well, Rey, yeah, but I mean, while I would think that, honestly, okay, Han liked Rey, but he only just met her. She's just like some girl. You know.
What I like to think is
I do think that he will pass it on and protect Rey. I think that she'll be his new partner in crime.
I think he's gonna wear Han Solo's clothes all the time.
That would be
and
amazing.
that's gonna be his tribute. And he's gonna walk around and try and do Han impressions all the time.
That would be amazing. That should happen.
That should happen.
But
and he's gonna try it on with Leia.
I reckon that's already happened.
I wonder if he's got like a dog lipstick.
Like Brian from Family Guy.
No. Let's not. Right, okay, thanks for that, Dan.
But play out. I mean, okay. If anything, yeah, he'll be partnered with Rey, because we saw at the end they flew the Falcon together. Somehow Rey became the main pilot when really it should be Chewie's ship now, but whatever. And he looked across at her.
Well, Rey did find it.
But it was Han's, and by Han leaving to die, it's Chewie's. Chewie's the co-pilot. He's been on that ship forever, and Rey's only just turned up, so no. And she didn't find it. Uncle Platt had it.
All right, okay. Well, thanks for that one, Dan. Oh, Dan again.
God, this guy won't leave us alone.
He won't. He's got one more he's got for us. What's your favourite Star Wars scene? Dan's is the fight between Luke and Vader at the end of Jedi.
Well, mine is a very cliched one, but there is no better scene in any movie ever than the battle between Luke and Vader at the end of Empire Strikes Back, and then when Vader cuts his hand off and "You don't know the power of the dark side," and does the "I am your father" bit. That is, for me, just, even now, having seen it so many times, every time I watch that scene, there's a little bit of excitement that goes through me. I'm like, oh, it's so cool. It looks good. It's beautifully shot, and what a great moment.
I've got three, but let's try and narrow it down.
Do them all.
Right, so number one, opening scene of New Hope.
Great.
That bit, the Star Destroyer, Tantive 4. That is, well, it's one of the most iconic scenes ever made. But it just, it looks so cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's brilliant. And then number two, I would say, is the quiet before the storm in Empire on the Hoth battle. So they're all just there, and all of a sudden, wings, and the attacks come into sight.
That's through the macro binoculars, and it's
yeah. That's cool, because again, you'd not seen anything like that before.
And I think no one expected that when Empire came out. You didn't know what was going to be.
No,
you didn't expect giant robot dogs.
On snow.
You
just didn't know. I mean, like snow now, that's on every bloody film.
Do you think that AT-ATs are giant dogs?
Yeah.
I do. Some people say they're giant camels. I'm like, what the hell? They're like, yeah,
camels.
Like, no, they're dogs. Because they've got that hump on the back. I'm like, no, they're dogs. Right?
Dogs.
Giant dogs.
Blatant dogs.
Yeah, dogs. That's it.
And they probably got lipsticks as well.
Guaranteed.
And then number 3, Yoda lifting the X-Wing out of the swamp.
Okay. Even though you don't like Yoda, amazing.
Yeah, but it's not about Yoda. It's about how cool the Force is.
And it's the realization for Luke.
That's the first time you see the power of the Force. I mean, you don't see anyone doing anything with the Force, really, apart from Luke pull his lightsaber from the snow.
And that's the first time that Luke realizes, isn't it? It's like, I don't believe it. That is where you fail.
Yeah. So they're my 3 favourites.
Very good. Good 3.
Not
as good as mine, but good.
And my 4th favourite is... No, I'm not even going to go there. No. Okay, right.
No, I reckon it's the scene with Anakin and Obi-Wan where they're fighting with lightsabers and they're just spinning their lightsabers. I hate that bit. You know, where they're spinning them and they go and stop and then they go flying away from each other. It's like in the middle of the battle, and it's the most pointless, stupid bit of lightsaber.
I do quite like the bit when Padme is in that corset thing. Yeah, that's another favourite scene.
Yeah, that's most people's favourites, I think. But that's a prequel favourite.
Yeah. There's got to be one in there. Next comment is from Donny Salvo, our good old friend from across the pond, who is a host of Nothing's On podcast on the Taylor Network, and a comedian and talented voice impersonator. I don't know what the term is, but he does lots of cool voices. He does a good Arnold Schwarzenegger, not as good as yours, Jay, obviously. He said some lovely things. He's only just catching up on the episodes, but basically, he's having a pop at us because he's saying we said that Luke was expendable in The Last Jedi. It was me. And then he said, isn't Chewie expendable? And that you can see him sacrificing himself to save any one of our heroes, which...
See what you did, Donny? You see what you did to Colin? You're choking him. You see what you did with your comments?
Ugh, Donny. The pain of just thinking of my Wookiee being hurt. I think that sort of ties a little bit to what Dan was saying, possibly, in that Wookiee, Chewie sacrificing himself. I mean, there's no way that. I mean, Donny just gone to say that Chewie is one of his favourite characters, but you can still see it. And he also says that he loves the show, which I think more people should say that, especially if they want to review us on iTunes or leave a nice comment on YouTube channel comments.
And hit the like button.
Hit the like button. You can leave a review and hit the like button on Stitcher as well. So do all those things. Shameless plug. I still stand that Luke is the expendable one. And Chewie is not expendable.
I don't think, personally, I don't think that Luke is expendable. I think that Luke will survive this movie. If he's going to die, it's probably going to be in episode 9, in my opinion. Chewie kind of is a bit more expendable because he doesn't really have a major role to play. Like, he's always been, yes, in the main group, but he's like a secondary member. And, with Han gone, he'll have his role, but I don't think it's going to be following the story of Chewie and his adventures. So he is a little bit more expendable. Not that I'm not going to
kill I'm not going to kill Chewie.
No, I don't.
Having killed Han.
I don't want him to die, but he is a little bit more expendable than Luke
All right.
at the moment.
He might be expendable, but he ain't going to die.
But like Luke is needed. You know, you need Luke because he's going to be doing all the training. We need to
kill him.
Not yet. Not yet.
I want him to become the Grand Master Jedha anyway. So
exactly. So you need more than one movie for that to happen.
Okay.
Unless he already is a Grand Master Jedi, in which case you just need him to stick around a bit longer. But
okay.
Hey, you're entitled to your opinion too.
No, I'm not saying he's got to die. I'm just saying Chewie can't die.
Why can't Chewie die?
Because I love him.
Yeah, so does everyone else, but he's not. He doesn't have as important of a role, and you know, as they go into the new movies, yeah, they could keep him around because he could still play the same role he's always played. Yeah, I don't think he necessarily has to die, but he's probably a bit more expendable than Luke at the moment. Luke will die because I think by the end of it he'll die, but you know, if they were gonna kill someone, Chewie right now more than Luke, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think he'll die.
All right. Next comment is from our mate Daryl.
Daryl, who was on the show last week.
Yeah, lovely Daryl. He obviously can't leave us alone. What is your favourite character moment in the Star Wars franchise, Jay?
Didn't I just answer this?
No. What's your favourite character moment? Like the bit which creates character, you know, a character moment, not a what you call this bit. This is
also one that's a bit of a cliche one, but it's Luke looking out at the twin suns on Tatooine.
Oh, yeah.
Because especially with the beautiful music of Binary Sunset playing there at that moment, you really get a sense of all his dreams of adventure, but also his loneliness where he is and how he's in a dead-end place and there's nothing here for him and what could be out there and what, you know, who he could be. And there's that really great feeling as the music obviously
Jay, with you, as you were looking up there, I could just imagine the music in the background for you.
Or maybe it played.
Yeah, maybe it did. No. If we can find something without the rights on it.
Ah, shit, yeah. Damn, I hate those rights. I just recorded you singing it.
I could do that. I'll do that at the end for you. All right, mine would be character moment. Well, there was no character in the prequels, so that narrows it down.
Not even when Jar Jar first met up with...
This is very, very bad.
I like the dynamics between Poe and Finn in The Force Awakens, and I think... I wouldn't say it was character building. I mean, they had a good buddy relationship, but I don't think that's a character. So I guess it's going to go back to the original trilogy. Well, the most defining character moment has to be Han saying "I know." That summed up his character completely.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah, and that's another great moment.
I love you.
Fuck off.
That is another great moment. That's another classic.
And it's even better because he just improv that bit.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, good choice.
But I think that if you want to say what defines a character, that is probably the moment that defined him.
Well done.
Thanks, Jay. I think I hit that home there, didn't I? I don't know. Is that some sport term? I don't know.
It's a home run.
Home run. That's the bad boy. I got to second base.
No,
that's not right, is it? That's not right. That's wrong, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Daryl also has another question for us.
It's like all the same people send us messages.
It's like we've only got 5 listeners.
Yeah. What's that all about?
This is a private show just for them.
It really is. We're doing a private Star Wars show. Damn, and we're not even on the payroll. Remember? Remember, Daryl? Remember what you said? Yeah.
Which character from the prequels would you like to see in the next Star Wars film in any capacity, meaning flashbacks, etc.?
Anakin.
Oh, Force Ghost Anakin. Okay, that's a cheat.
Well, we said that. But other than that...
A character that was only in the prequels. Watto.
Watto?
Why? What do you know? I like his accent.
Little Annie. You're a Jedha.
Annie. What do you know, Annie?
Who would I like to see? I mean, yeah, you can't get a Force Ghost of him.
All the Jedis are dead, so none of them.
I would have said Qui-Gon, but he can only do the audio Force Ghost. He can't appear. He's like an audio podcast Force Ghost.
Yeah, even though Darth Vader can do it, he didn't even try.
Yeah, right? Yeah, why can Anakin do it? What's that all about? Because Obi-Wan had to learn. But Anakin's just like, oh yeah, no, I know how to do this. Boss Nass.
No.
We are being friends.
Yeah, I would have said one of the Jedis, but none of them survived. So, maybe Mace when he's Lord Snoke.
If there was some kind of bounty hunters and stuff, I would say someone like Aura Singh who appeared in there, but you know, she's gonna be really old by now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is the thing. It's going to have to be a droid or something. Is there any droids?
No. I don't like battle droids. I think they're stupid. I don't like droidicars. I think they're stupid.
Oh, I like droidicars.
See, I don't. I think they're stupid. And what's his name? General Grievous is dead. So I would have said him because I quite liked him. I liked his. What's the situation? You know, I liked how he talked. He was cool. Someone like that. But
dead. Darth Maul. He'll be alive still.
Darth Maul, yeah, he should be alive and he should be in this. I'm hoping in Rebels he doesn't get killed by Obi-Wan.
I think he's Snoke.
Yeah, he's not. But he should turn up anyway.
He's Snoke of the week.
Snoke of the week, yeah. Snoke of the week. Snoke of the week.
Snoke of the week. Snoke of the week. He's got no feet. Okay, great. I think.
One more. We can probably fit one more, and we're hitting an hour now. So
I know Dan's asked, "What's this?" But he needs to read the article. I don't think I've got any more.
Okay, cool. That's it. I think that's us for this week, then, right?
Do you want me to do a quick review or not?
If you want to, it's up to you. We're at 1 hour exactly.
Oh, go on, quick reviews. Right, if it's only a quick one. I've been playing around with this book for a couple of weeks, so I thought I should actually talk about it. It is called How to Speak a Wookie.
Can you speak Wookie?
Oh, God.
You do that well.
This is by somebody called Wu Kee Smith. Now, I'm not sure that's a real name.
Oh, I hope that's a real name. That's amazing.
I'm guessing that might not be a real person. But the illustrations are by someone called Jake E. or Jack E. Again, with a funky spelling there. But I actually did see him at Celebration.
Who, Wu Kee Smith?
In London. E? No, Jack E. And he was being interviewed by the Star Wars show. And so there is a clip on the Star Wars show, if you go back to the feeds, when he was actually being interviewed about this book.
Okay.
And he liked my Chewbacca costume. So he sent me a few messages on Instagram, which was cool. So So I thought I'd give him a massive shout out on this because also he's on Instagram and he's Jake Detonator, and he puts cool stuff up. He's got loads of cool little art stuff. So this book, I think it's more of a fun sort of kids book. Well, I don't know if it's kids because it's good for kids, ages 7 and up. But really, it's your guide to any situation you need. There's the Wookiee words for it. So first of all, you've got all the cool buttons. So there's 10 different little sound effects there, so that's cool. And then it talks a bit about the Wookiee book. It's got cool little illustrations, which are cool, very good. I really like the style he gives them. I think they look really wicked. And so obviously basically it's got 10 different scenarios of where you are, and like this one, obviously the starship. And so it gives you the pronunciation, which translation is turn right. And then it also gives you also helpful scenarios like want to play hollow chess, stay on target. And it just gives you a little sound bite about.
I need the toilet when you're on the starship.
There you go.
Nice.
There's one about public transportation. My favourite one, though, is in a meeting. I often have this. Well, I have to speak Wookiee in a meeting because I think it's important to do that.
Uh-huh.
And so the main bit is wah snuff 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 raga. So I'll play that for you. Now, do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
I'm on board with this strategy.
I hope you've said that numerous times at your meetings.
I'm going to be using this tomorrow. So there's other ones which obviously you don't have a button for, like and that's let's try some blue sky thinking. And this is a really important one when you're trying to get up in the world of business. How do you take your coffee? Very important to know, especially for Palpatine. He likes to know, old Chi. So look, so in office environments, Wookiees make for dynamic leaders and engaged colleagues. Impress your Wookiee boss by mastering a firm handshake and a few key phrases.
Do you have a Wookiee boss?
My boss is certainly a Wookiee. Just don't shoot down any Wookiee business proposals unless you want to get shot down yourself, either with a harsh criticism or bowcaster. So look, you get the idea. I love this book. It's real fun. Really enjoy it. And the buttons are cool. Keeps me amused. No end. So well done, Jake and Wu Kee Smith. I don't think you're real, Wookiee.
I hope.
But if you are, come on the show, Wookiee, because I would love to speak to you.
What if Wookiee is actually a Wookiee?
You're blowing my mind, Jay. So, well done. I give this, in the words of the Wookiees, which means 5 stars.
Excellent. Right, well, that'll do it for us this week. So, thanks once again, Colin.
Thank you, Jay.
You can find us in all the wonderful places on social media. I
tell you what, it's unbelievable the places we're in.
It is unbelievable. All of them. We're on Facebook. We've got our group there, Star Wars Conversations. You can find us on Twitter, @StarWarsConvo.
Yeah.
Or use the hashtag Star Wars Convo.
Star Wars Convo, yeah.
Or the hashtag would just be hashtag Star Wars Convo.
Oh, yeah, and hashtag it. Yeah, and you can hashtag that on the Instagram account. And the Instagram account is at Star Wars Convo.
There you go. You can find Colin on Twitter at
Captain Colin.
And you can find me on Twitter at _J_tank.
Yeah.
You can find us on SoundCloud.
You can. If you search for Star Wars Conversations, you will find us. You can also find us if you just... We've got an RSS feed, so you can just look for that and find that if you search for us on the internet, on Google's. You can also find our podcast version in 3 places now. So someone please listen to it.
Someone, please.
Someone did. Someone left a review.
No.
On iTunes. Did I tell you this?
I don't know. Maybe.
It did. And this,
which we'll discuss.
They just, right, you talk. I'll find it.
So you can also find us on iTunes. If you search for Star Wars Conversations or Star Wars Convo, you'll find us there. We are on Stitcher. I think you might have said that already.
Yeah.
And we are on the Taylor Network of Podcasts, where you can find this amazing podcast about Star Wars, plus a whole bunch of other ones, which Colin is just about to tell you about.
Right, so you've got JK's Happy Hour, you've got Go Trick Yourself, you've got Nothing's On, you've got Double Page Spread, you've got Gotham by Geeks, you've got No Apologies, you've got that snarky wheel rack thing that Daryl mentioned the other day, which I can't remember what it was called, Comic Book Snark or something.
Yeah.
We've got... I think that might have been it. That's Wade's World. Wade's World's on there.
Wade's World. Nothing's on.
Nothing's on.
Go Trek Yourself.
Yeah, we said that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like blankety blank now, so let's not do it. All right.
For all those people, remember that. So we're in all those places. You can find us if you search for Star Wars Conversations or Star Wars Convo, or use the hashtag Star Wars Convo. You'll kind of find us somewhere, probably, hopefully. But if you get confused, just go to YouTube or go to Facebook and find us at Star Wars Conversations there. So that will do it for us this week. Thank you for joining us. And
I've got a review.
Oh, okay. Colin's going to give you a review.
Cracking pod for all Star Wars nerds. Jay and Colin dissect and nerd out on all things in the Star Wars universe, including films, books, and comics. And they gave us 5 stars.
There you go. Written by Colin. Awesome. Right.
It wasn't.
You can find
that's
us
cool.
On all those places we mentioned. And until next week,
let's blow this thing and go home.
May the Force be with you.
End of the